Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another manga chapter review. This is going to be on the 9th chapter of Jinrou game, the B-side. And it's actually, we finally maybe know who the prophet is in the whole game. Now, before I continue, I'm going to give a warning that there's spoiler alerts in this video. I will be talking to you in detail about the chapter, so you've been warned. Secondly, if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. And then third, if you haven't seen my first 8 videos on this series, then you're behind. Go watch them in my channel and then come back to this video. Okay, so we're left off with Nishina-san catching Tadakun and Hitomi making out in the room. Nishina-san closes the door and runs away. Tadakun chases her and explains to her that Hitomi threw herself to him, and she went as low as to say, if you vote for Tagashi in this next voting, you can do whatever you want to my body. That is what Tadakun said happened. Now, is it true? We don't know. We have to take his word for, we have to trust in his word. It could be that he's lying. Now, Nishina-san, Tadakun start making out, and then they do the deed. And, it's kind of weird that they got in the mood for that, but they do. And then they don't show anything. They're actually not graphic with that. But then they showed them getting dressed again, and Tadakun is trying to, get closer to Nishina-san. He says, you know what? I really want you to promise me that you're really, really not a werewolf and you're just a villager. Nishina-san pauses. There is a frame where she just kind of looks down and then says, yes. Now, Tadakun leaves away and Nishina-san is left thinking to herself, should I really trust Tadakun? Now, a few things before I continue towards that. That kind of threw me off because now I'm thinking that Nishina-san is a werewolf and possibly is the werewolf that everyone is looking for. Now, after that, she goes into the kitchen again and sees Machimura still working on what they're working in the 8th chapter, trying to figure out who is the killer, how everyone connects to each other. And, she just kind of talks to him. They go to the voting site. And before the voting starts, Marie, one of the sisters, Inose-san's sisters, speaks up. And this is one of the girls that's been shy. She's been quiet for a while. And Marie speaks up and says, I am the prophet, and I know who the werewolf is. Now, few things. Is she really the prophet? Not really sure. She also said werewolf singular, which means that possibly one of the people that have died already, one of the 3 people that have died, Fumitaka, Shimobayashi, and Irona-san, I believe was her name, the first one that died. It's one of those 3 that ended up being the werewolf, and then there's now the second one, the only one left. Now, could that be it? It could, or it could be that she is actually a werewolf and she's throwing the second werewolf under the bus by proclaiming that she's a prophet. Is that wise? I don't know. Or if she is the prophet and maybe she's mistaken and there's 2 werewolves, then the 2 werewolves can vote for her and they're going to get rid of the prophet. So now the prophet is the one that is able to save one person every night. And that's where we're at, guys. That's the end of the 9th chapter. Now, I am so confused. I don't know who the werewolves are, and that is gonna raise my rate back to a 7.5. Because when I don't know what the ending is, that is a good story, guys. I really enjoy when I get so confused, and this means that when I do figure out who the killer is, I'm going to be so surprised. So as of right now, 7.5. Guys, if you're reading this with me or if you've read this already, leave in the comment section below. If you haven't done so, go read it and then come back, and I want to know your thoughts about it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and thank you so much for all love and support that everyone shows me already. And guys, with nothing else to say, don't be strangers.